At the start of the anecdote, a face on the news looking through his notes. A rose in a retrograde motion. In the end, we will suffer like we should.
Hello everyone, Nightmare here, and welcome to my channel. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. It's good to see you again. Today we're going to be taking a look at 3 of my races under my Quicksand Jesus account from Goodwood a couple weeks ago. And I do apologize for my absence over the last couple of weeks, but real life stuff happened. So yeah, these races here, I decided not to set a qualifying time in the Goodwood race. I did set one on my main account, but it didn't work out real well. Put me kind of in the middle of a bunch of garbage. I figured on this account it would be better off just not setting a time and allowing, you know, starts back, allow stuff like, well, like this. Yeah, let that kind of stuff happen. Take advantage, move up towards the front, see what I could do. Excuse me. So this is in the Golf, the Mark I Golf, and this race wound up being a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of fun. I really like driving on Goodwood anyway, and usually when it's a car like this, I remember the last time I can remember having a good daily race was when they had the Clio around this track, the 24 valve Clio. It was a riot as well. This Golf was an absolute blast to drive once you got the weight transfer figured out. It was an absolute riot around here. So as you can see, guys beating and banging and bumping off each other, and you know, it's it wound up being a little bit carnagey, but well, is that even a word, carnagey? Yeah, well, it is now. But yeah, it wound up being a lot of fun in this race. I had a blast running this week. Between this and the Dragon Trail race that week, I wound up getting my A rating back on both of my main accounts, my Quicksand Jesus and my ATK Nightmare account. So didn't do quite as well. That cracks me up. The cone glitch makes it kind of look like somebody hit the eject button on some of these cars. See this corner right here. This corner is this is one of the trickier corners on the game, I think, honestly. Just because of the way you go into it. If you don't hit it just right, you're going to slide out and just... Fortunately, in that particular section of the track, you don't go too far off, but if you go off on the outside of this upcoming right-hander here, you're going to go sliding until you hit whales. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So I make a little contact, with White Man Doe, or White Man 00, I don't know. Yeah, 00. Okay. Yeah, it was a little bit of contact. He hit the brakes a little bit harder than I was expecting. I was getting through there just a little bit quicker than he was, so I'm really glad I didn't get a penalty for this. I believe this was before they reset the penalty system, though. So at that point, you could pretty much do everything short of flat out murder a guy, and it wouldn't matter. You wouldn't get a penalty for it. A lot of guys are taking advantage of that. I couldn't quite get a really good run through that chicane on any of my races. I may have hit it once or twice, but I mean, I ran this race a lot during the entire week, and it just... I don't know, I just couldn't quite get it, but I was getting through there fast enough to still gain on a bunch of people, so I was fine. It was was just one of those things. I'd get it once, and then the rest of the race I couldn't get it right. Just a consistency issue. I do move over a little bit and block White Man there because I knew that if I let him get around me right there, he was going to hold me up coming through this section. As you can see, he falls back quite a bit right there, and he would have held me up a lot. So, in some cases I was kind of elbows out. In that case, I don't really consider that a block because it was just a single move. Had I gone back and forth, that'd be something different, but I don't really consider that a block. Some might. If you do, leave me a comment. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you really like the video, consider hitting the subscribe button if you haven't already. I will not beg for subscriptions, but if you like the video, I encourage you to subscribe. It would be really cool of you. So I get a really good run coming around this corner because those two up there are kind of duking it out a little bit. See, again, I just don't get a really fast run through that chicane. I do get the fastest lap right there, though, so that was a nice thing to see. Now I'm wondering, when you come out of turn 1 like there, well, turn 1, 2, whatever you want to call that, end of that turn there, me and one of my teammates were trying to figure out why it is the car bogs down there. It's like that with all the front wheel drive cars, or like the Mini, the Golf, the Clio even did that. It would bog down coming out of that corner, no matter what you did. You could make it bog down less if you managed to just ease up on the steering a little bit at a time. It would bog down a little bit less, but it always bogged down, and we haven't quite been able to determine why it does that, only out of that turn. So yeah, as you can see, I gained a whole bunch on these guys here in second and third, but I don't quite get it done. I make it close. I do make it close, but I didn't quite get it done in this race. So, as I cross the finish line here in just a couple of seconds, we are going to move on to race number 2, and I shall return. Alright, so we are back with race 2 here. Now this race here, this was the race that convinced me that I had made a good choice as far as not setting a qualifying time, because this wound up being, well, you'll see what I got going on here. that guy, he just kind of fell asleep. I mean, he's just now taken off. I think he just forgot to go, or where the gas pedal was, or he watched a butterfly float by, or something. I don't know what happened. This was a really, really good race, just for the close racing. A lot of times you get close racing like this in an A race, and because they're so short, you wind up with just people beating up each other up. Of course, you get the normal guys sliding off the track here in that corner. For some reason on the first lap, they always seem to do that. But I just kind of, I'm just being patient, picking my way through. Yeah, I just started at the back, didn't set a time. I figured I'd let the race come to me, even though it is a 4-lap race. I figured I might be able to do something after finishing 4th in that prior race. And yeah, I think I was confident that I could get something done. That guy, I don't know whether he didn't see me or wasn't paying attention, or what the malfunction was, but he just tried to just drive through me to get to the apex of the corner. I get a really, really good run through that chicane for a change, and now I'm just chasing down the guy in first place. Now this guy in first place, I want to say this. Attack Motorsports, which I am the president of, I am a member of, we always try to race clean unless we're provoked, okay? As you're going to see here, this guy, Hito Florencio, drove so well that we decided to invite him to the team. And he accepted. He is now a team member of our Nitro Motorsport team, which is our probationary team. But yeah, he drove really, really well. And you'll see why here coming up in just a few minutes. You'll see why I'm saying that, and why I am. I was really, really happy to extend an invitation to him to join the team. Alright, so as you can see, I'm like right on top of him right here, but I decided to hold off going into the chicane. And he comes out of it pretty slow, and so I wound up bumping him, but that gives the guys behind us a chance to catch up. So I get a punch from behind there, so I wound up hitting Hito, and that didn't, yeah, I wasn't real happy about that, but there was no real damage done. But I'm going to show you why I invited him to the team right here. He gives me the left-hand turn signal to go around the outside. Now, a lot of you may know that if you get told to go around the outside on a turn, chances are you're going to get booted off. That's just pretty much the way it's going to be. But he didn't do that. He let me go around the outside. He kept it perfectly clean, held his line that he was on to let me go, and proceeded to go from there. That was exceptional racing as far as I'm concerned. That was really, really smart. And I'm not saying that just because he let me go around. I'm saying that because it was 100% clean. He gave me the signal and then followed through on what he signaled for. Now, as you can see, coming up here on this last lap, as we come around these last couple of corners, you'll see that he starts to gain on me. And when I talked to him about joining the team, he just told me, I said I was really, told him I was really impressed with what he did. And he said, hey, look, I saw that you were faster than me. I figured I'd let you go by and see if I could catch back up to you. So everybody knows the reputation that the Brazilians have. Everybody wants to say that all the Brazilians are dirty. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, we got 2 of them on my team, and they are some of the fastest, cleanest guys that I've raced against. Our first guy from Brazil, Stefano, he said he was really stunned that I offered him a spot on the team, because he said, you do realize I'm from Brazil, right? And I was like, yeah, we don't care where you're from if you're fast and you're clean. We just don't care. You don't even have to be fast. Just race us clean and we'll invite you. We've got people from low C, high D range, all the way up to A+ guys on our team. So, I mean, we don't care if you're fast or not, as long as you race clean and stick with our philosophy. So right here, man, he was really gaining on me. I thought he was going to get me coming around here. I mean, it was close. I was a little bit concerned, But again, he could have punted me off at any point in that sequence, but he didn't, you know? He was satisfied taking his second place. Oh, third place. Oh, he got second. Yeah, he was satisfied with that, and so it was all good. Alright guys, that is the end of this race. I got one more to show you, and it is also a fun race. Alright, so we're going to take a look here at a race from my European account. This is a low B rated account right at the moment. I haven't put a whole lot of time into it trying to raise it up. But again, I'm starting off last place here. The only account I set a time on was my main account in the US, and like I said, I realized that it really just wasn't a good idea. Unless I could set a blistering lap time and get out front, I was going to run into a whole bunch of crap just like that if I didn't start at the back. So I just start at the back, call it good, let people bang and beat and kill each other and, you know, just push each other out of my way and be perfectly okay with that and just go from there. So I found the lobbies in my European accounts to be, for the level, just a little bit tougher. Oof. That one had the old butt pucker factor of about 10 right there. I don't think you could have drove a nail up my butt with a sledgehammer on that one. That was, that kind of got hairy. I thought that one that had gone off the track was just going to come ripping back over, but fortunately he didn't. Get a really good run out of that corner there. But then I go over there and just kind of mow the grass, let the guys ahead of me get away. Not exactly my most brilliant move right there, but eh. And again, this corner catches me out. It just, I don't know. I thought I went into it pretty doggone well, but apparently not. So now I'm back down to 7th place. Got 2.5 laps to go. The win is looking pretty unlikely. But if I can salvage the top 5, I'll consider it a good race. Real quick, guys, I do want to say that I am sponsored by the Booga Box. Rick has made a whole bunch of brand new Attack Motorsport merchandise. There's a special promo code that will be at the end of the video here. It is really, really cool stuff. We're not talking normal hats and t-shirts and stuff like that. We've got everything from beer steins to coasters to coffee mugs to keychains. You got a light up keychain. Everything can be customized with your name, and you can find all this stuff on his Facebook page at the Booga Box or online at boogamail.com. I'll have both links in the description, and along with the promo code at the end of the video. And the music today provided by Enox, as usual, as always. Roy was kind enough to allow me to use it, and I definitely appreciate it. What else we got going on here? Oh yeah, check us out on our Discord channel at just search Attack Motorsport ISRT. We have the Discord. We also have most of you who are subscribed to me may also know that we have a team YouTube channel. It is Attack Motorsport ISRT on YouTube. All links will be in the description. Alright, so got about a lap and a half to go here yet, and I'm really kind of wondering if I'm going to be able to pick up that top 5 I was hoping for. But One of the guys ahead of me has a penalty, and I am gaining on both him and the guy in 6th place. So, or gal, sorry, man, maybe a female driving, I don't know. Just the driver in 6th place, 5th and 6th, I'm gaining on both of them. Try and gain just a little bit more coming back down this straightaway. Maybe hope I can get a really good run coming through this last section of turns here. It appears that I'm also gaining on the top 4, but I'm not really looking at being able to really catch any of them, considering this is coming up on the last lap here. Now I went way out on the grass there, but fortunately I was able to hold my momentum pretty well. Again, lap 3, I get the fastest lap of the race, which is a pretty good feeling, except for the fact that I'm so far behind. See, again, I almost missed the taking that turn the right way. Man, I was hoping that penalty on the guy in 5th would have caused him a little bit more heartache, but it really didn't. So I'm just really trying to dig here to try and get into the top 5. He takes an odd angle into that corner there, and then we come around this one, and all of a sudden I'm right there with him. Which means they're going to go into here side by side almost, and that little battle they got going on there, that's just allowing me to catch up. So I get tucked into the slipstream here and see if I can gain on them enough to get a run into the corner or out of the corner or something, man. I'm just, honestly, I'm kind of desperate right here. I won't make a dive, but, you know, I want that top 5. So I get a really good run there. Now we're coming through this last chicane. And no, I am not going to be able to get him. So, kind of disappointing end of the video on that one, but, I mean, I picked up a win from last to first, and got a 4th place in the first video, so hey, I had a good week, a really good week on this particular race. So, alright everybody, on that note, until next time, this is Nightmare. Peace.
Start of the anecdote, a face on the news looking through his notes. A rose in a retrograde motion. In the end, we will suffer like we should. We will suffocate in our